Hey, how's it going? Welcome to the Weekly Bizarre, part of the USUK podcasting network. I'm Al. How's it going? Nice to see you. Thank you for joining us again this week. You know what? We've got some crazy, bizarre stories. We've got co-hosts behind the scenes ready to come in. Do you know what? I can't wait. I'm going to throw him in. It's Mr. Tom Stevens. Hey, how's it going?
You've got co-host coming on. Hey.
Get co-host.
Hey!
Co-host.
Welcome to the Weekly Bizarre.
Weekly Bizarre. We got some bizarre stories for you this week.
It's
not been hard to find stories, to be fair. I feel like everybody's going batshit crazy. This is the week. I mean, this is the week where everybody's fucking loses it, and they're like, "I just want to go out," you know.
It's been a beautiful, beautiful week, man, for stories. This is going to be so much fun. I'm ready to go. Fucking ready for the fucking mighty Scots in the rugby tomorrow to beat the English.
Hey, in the canny. Now, we have a great guest for you as well, of course. We always bring you a podcaster all the way from Washington. We'd like to introduce you to Kurt Cross. How's it going, Kurt?
Wait, is that me?
Huh?
Oh, are we live?
I think so.
I'm kind
We are live on Channel 4. Make sure you swear.
Is this thing on? All right, what's up, fellas?
How's it going, man? How are you?
Everything is lovely and a beautiful day in Washington, D.C. Let's get it going.
Have you got sun there? Or is it like snowing and stuff in Washington?
No, we've got sun. Can you see that? We've got
Oh,
sun.
nice.
Yeah.
Nice. What that's like?
We got about 54 degrees today.
Oh, is that good? That's good, isn't it?
For January or for February, sure.
That's it. Cover on with a bit of that. Can you send it this way? Send it this way.
Yeah, send
Put
it
a
this
bit
way.
over here. Yeah.
Not
right.
too much for Tom, though, because he's a bit red.
Oh, hilarious. Oh, yeah. Ginger jokes already.
Bit
Here
sensitive.
we go.
Although Rich Carter, great listener of our show, a friend of mine, British guy, he's got a red hair as well. We're not going to say the word. And he moved to Australia and he did not die. He won an award for it. We gave him an award this year for not dying in Australia. So it's doable. It's doable. Anyway, guys, thank you again for joining us. We do have some great stories. But before we get into the show, we did say this on a Wednesday before we got kicked off of Facebook. By the way, if you were watching halfway through our show on Wednesday and realised it just ended, that's because we got copyright written for some music I chose to play. But we're going to do this again. And in the UK, we had a hero that entered everybody's lives and warmed us in the sweetest possible way. His name was Captain Tom. Here he is here. Beautiful guy, 100 years old. He did 100 laps of his garden and raised £35 million for the NHS. This guy was knighted by the Queen. He was adored by people throughout the whole country, and very sadly, a couple of days ago, passed away from COVID. So I want to give everybody an opportunity in the comments to throw up some likes, from some love hearts, and give him a round of applause. 5 seconds of just applause for Sir Tom.
Hero. Absolute hero.
Again, we're going to do it again. Absolutely. What a dude.
Absolute hero. What a legend.
Fucking dude. Yeah, okay, so we love that guy. Rest in peace. Now, let's get on to some really fucking terrible stories. Now we've got that out of the way. My story of the week was picked from the tree of fruit that shall not be picked by Mr. Tom Stevens. I love this. I give every single story a code name, and I called this one Lock, Stock, and a Very Swollen Barrel. Because friends of the bizarre, people, if you've been watching this for a while, will remember we covered a story a while ago where there was these electrical chastity cage things that guys were wearing. They were electrical. You could lock them with your phone, your pee-pee, your member, lock it away, and you'd use the app to open it again. And when somebody was threatening to lock them all across the whole planet by sending a virus and locking everybody in these cages, we were laughing our heads off. Someone did it. This is the news story that TS sent us. Man's penis held ransom for £700 by hackers who accessed his digital chastity belt.
Just
Was
what?
the
I don't.
passcode not strong enough?
One.
Hey, how can you? I mean, come on, guys. Someone hacked into. You take this one.
It's a bizarre thing. I don't know why you would do this to yourself. I just don't. I'm trying to. Here we go. I'm going to share with you the screen right now, just to show you what these bad boys look like. So this is an electrical chastity cage, and you put your member in there. It locks, and you cannot get access to it unless you have the app. So
It's like a literal definition of a cock block, isn't it?
Yes.
So it says here, a man had his penis held to ransom for more than £700 after hackers managed to lock a digital chastity belt he'd been wearing. Excuse me. The man had been wearing a device known as a cellmate, a chastity cage that connects to the internet and has built itself the world's first app-controlled chastity belt. He suddenly received a strange message on his phone via the... I shouldn't laugh, this is horrible. Via the product's app, with a stranger telling him they'd taken control of the chastity belt and wanted a $1,000 or 729 quid in Bitcoin if he wanted control of the device. Speaking to Vice, the man recalled, initially, I thought that it was my partner doing that. It sounds silly, but I got a bit excited by it. However, when he called his partner and told her the safe word, she said it wasn't her, meaning it dawned on him that he'd been hacked.
Like hacked? Like hacked?
No, I don't think it'd be that extreme. Could you imagine? Oh my days! Could you imagine that if it actually just chopped it straight off in there? It's like, oh no.
Maybe an ex-girlfriend?
But that's not a bad shot, actually.
It's not bad. Let's continue reading and see how it ended. He continued, I started looking at the thing. There's no manual override at all. Well, then you're a dick for putting your penis in it, aren't you? It's a chastity belt. I guess it kind of shouldn't, have an override. But when it's digital thing like that, it should have a key or something. But it obviously didn't. The man admitted he freaked out and panicked before realizing he had some Bitcoin stashed in an old account. He sent the hacker some of the currency, but then they asked for more. The man and his partner ended up having to think of ways to get his penis out of the chastity cage manually. They only had a hammer, so popped out to purchase a pair of bolt cutters. Fuck, it gets worse.
Wow!
Yeah, it does.
Wow!
Oh, show your love for this story in the comments, guys. Which took a while to work. They actually had to cut his member out with bolt cutters. Thankfully, they were eventually able to break the device, but the bolt cutters also ended up injuring the penis.
Oh my days!
We'll end with a comment, and it says, "I don't have a scar or anything, but I was bleeding, and it fucking hurt."
Oh my! I mean, I don't even know why people enjoy those things. Maybe it's just me, but why would you want to lock something away that's as sensitive and as precious as that?
So he couldn't even pee? I don't know how these things work. I mean, looking at this, I'll show it again, but looking at this thing, it doesn't look like there's any room for anything there. Here we go.
That's what I mean. It's like a front on it, I think, where it's locked away.
That's a side profile. That's domed at the end there. So, yeah, you're pretty fucked. Well, you're not fucked. That's the wrong word to use right there.
Wow, man.
I don't know who's wrong here. Who's in the wrong here? Is it the fucking genius that was like, nah, these guys gone too far. Fuck them. I'm going to punish them, and this is what's going to happen. Or is the guy that put his penis in there a victim? Because I feel like this is just desserts for doing something like this. Don't you think?
Oh, he's the ignorant ass for getting one of those things.
Agreed. Absolutely. Especially when an electronic one. Why would you just get a normal one with a key?
Or does he have a problem? Does he have a problem keeping it under lock and key? I don't know.
That's a very good point. But I mean, again, why would you go for something that people could be like, I know what's a good idea, and just hack straight in? Just go back to the old times, man. There's no need for this digital shit. Obviously, there is for phones and that sort of thing, but not for stuff like that. Not for sex games.
No.
No,
why doesn't the company that makes these have a number you can call and be like, yeah, I've done it again.
Right. They can beam down a satellite something and hit a button and bingo, it opens up, right?
Yeah, exactly.
You got me.
We have a comment off Ori Kimmler. She says, and this just shows I am in the wrong business. Yes, you are, Ori. This goes to show you can fuck a guy's life up from across well, anybody could do that really, but literally physically you could be like, and say goodbye to your penis. Goodbye. What a superpower. Can you imagine getting the code to do all of them across the world?
Just lock everything up.
Yeah. I feel this is justified though. You shouldn't do that to your member. I'm not being funny. I'm not kink shame, but like, I mean, come on. Like, why would you want to do that to your little man?
It's their own. It's their own. End of the day, it's not something for me.
No.
Yeah. So Ryan, get off your high horse. No, we're not kink shaming. Like Tom said, each to their own. It's not my thing. I wouldn't do that.
Leave it off my Christmas list.
Ryan says they make cages and have a locking rod at the end that goes in the end. If you, yeah, I've seen them. Yeah, let's move on.
Yeah, let's get away from that.
Yeah, let's get away from that. We know there was some sick shit out there. Now, Kurt, you're our guest. You came on our show. That was our story of the week. I just didn't have the display card to show that. We asked you to bring some stories, and we're going to start off with one of yours.
Sure.
This one has I meant to write the code name Covidiator, but it's Coviator because it's better. Aviator, Coviator. Yeah. This is a story here. What's this story you've got?
You know, this guy wanted to hide from coronavirus for 3 months. I think he stole someone's badge as if he was an employee there, and he was hiding in O'Hare, of all places, O'Hare Airport, the busiest airport across the United States here, and he hid for 3 months trying to stay away from COVID in an airport, a very busy place where everyone bringing everything inside this one building is, and this guy right here decided to hide himself.
That's just, I don't, as if it's like just floating behind him. It's like, no. Like,
he was hiding from it. He hid right there, and they finally approached him, and he had some airport worker's ID, and that's what he had stolen. And I think he was there since, what, October, November, whatever it says there?
Wow.
I imagine directly after the news of finding out that coronavirus exists, he watched The Terminal with Tom Hanks and thought, what a fucking great idea. Right. What a great idea, you know?
So that's what that guy did, yes.
3 months. Yeah, he was arrested for it as well, Saturday, and accused of hiding in a restricted area.
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
It's amazing that he managed it for that long.
Right. How did he last for 3 months? And no one found him.
That's what, yeah, because surely someone would go, well, you clearly don't work. I don't know who you are.
There you go. Just think about this. However they found him, when they found him, they could have done that 90 days ago.
Yeah.
It was just like a guy sweeping up the floor and said, who are you? I don't know. They only sweep the floor every 3 months. I don't know.
Well, the guy in the terminal, I watched it very recently, can you tell, was an Indian chap, and he'd been there for 54 years in America. He killed someone back home and thought, I'm just going to go to America and hide there. And he did for like 50 years. So it shows it's easy. Easy done.
Like it probably have a hood up. You don't have a hood up every time. It's just like that. Like, just clean the way.
This guy failed. If he only made 90 days in the movie, they made 50 years. This guy failed. He fell short.
Or he chimes in with drugs are bad, kids. And Mackenzie Bradford says, whose ID did he have, and why was it not reported missing?
Yeah, I don't know. That's another good point. Hi, Mackenzie, by the way.
I think it was reported missing, but I guess they just didn't bother to issue a new ID and keep it going.
Because surely the person whose ID he had would have been like...
You know how smart we are here in the States.
No comment.
I think the English Channel's like 22 miles long. That's a hefty swim, but that's about it, you know? 22 miles. I was just saying. Mackenzie says, hey, Tom.
I'm not getting any love. Mackenzie didn't say hello to me.
Nor me. Just Tom.
Okay.
Just Tom. We should get a round robin going, Mackenzie, saying hi to us all. Thank you very much. I demand that. That's a great story, and it just goes to show the strengths that people go through, the lengths, that people go through to try and avoid. It's a crazy thing to be scared of. I mean, I've met some germaphobes. I worked as a security guy, a security guard. Where was he from? I think he was from Morocco, right? He was a great guy. Amazing, but he was a complete germaphobe. You sneezed in the same room as him, he'd go batshit crazy. Get out! Get out! Get out! Get out! He's wiping things off. He's spraying stuff. Oh my God, it's scary to be around. Is that you as well?
If you sneeze in an elevator or inside my car, I will lose it. I will lose it. Do not sneeze in my car. I will put you out of my car.
Doing 90 down the freeway. Go off, you fuck.
You gotta go. You saw them germs? Come on now. That's nasty. That's just a nasty bastard who does that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh.
Right. Now, TS, you've got. Oh no, I've got another story. Shit, I've read your story out. Hold on, wait there.
That's all right. It's just fine. Don't worry about it. It's cool. You know, don't want
No,
to
no,
talk
no,
too
no,
much.
no. I messed it up. This is your story, TS. Here we go. What is this you brought us? And this, by the way, is codenamed Bobby Jobby.
Dude, this was absolutely hilarious. So Hamilton Academical are a team in the Scottish Premier League soccer for USUK. But yeah, he told his co-commentator that he went away for a jobby at half-time. Hamilton said in a statement, the club didn't find this funny and the person will not be used again. Bullock says a sense of humour is important during these difficult times. I mean, so there's a game going on, right? And at half-time, he went for a shit. And then he came back and they were like, where were you? I was just having a poo, mate. Like, well, okay, that's not funny. See you later, you're fired. Wait, what? What do you mean I'm fired?
Hold on. So jobby means...
Jobby means shit.
Okay, I thought jobby meant...
I was thinking something else.
Yeah.
So, yeah, a football commentator has been sacked after announcing he was late back on air for the second half after he was going for a jobby. Bobby Bullock thought he was having a wee laugh by announcing his movements during the break between Hamilton Academical and Ross County on Wednesday evening. He told his co-commentator he went away for a jobby at half-time, a slang term used in Scotland for poo. I've not pressed the wee button when I came back, so apologies to anybody who hasn't heard me in the second half, he added before apologising for his language. But bosses at the Scottish Premiership Club did not see the funny side. A contractor used by the club, summarising co-commentary duties, overstepped the mark this evening with a very poor attempt at humour, a Hamilton statement said. The club did not find this funny, and the person will not be used again. Our apologies for this. While some were offended by the use of language, others suggested Bullock had been treated rather harshly, which I also agree with. Many used the hashtag JobbyGate, with one supporter tweeting, absolutely pathetic sacking a man for using the word jobby. Get a grip. It's not swearing or insulting, just an everyday word used in Scotland. You hear much worse coming from the pitch, which is very true. Bobby Bullock tweeted, remember, folks, don't take yourselves too seriously. Life is all about positivity, and we need it now this year more than ever.
So this guy, nature called.
Yep.
He had to go do a jobby, which me and Alex thought was something completely different. All right, completely different. Because maybe at halftime you need that. I don't know. You got to release some stress. But he had to go release the demons, let's just say.
Yep.
And he comes back and says that on air and gets fired.
Yep.
Like, we got better things to do, don't we? Than to
Excellent.
fire
Tell me.
over a poop.
Fucking tell me, dude. Fucking tell me.
Over
You just need to
number
go
two.
for it. Yep. Didn't Lamar Jackson go for one during a Baltimore Ravens game recently? And then he came back and scored the winning touchdown, and they made the playoffs.
What if he had to pee? If he had to pee, would he have been fired for that?
Well, exactly. But who knows? Maybe, right? If he hadn't have announced it, he probably would have been fine.
Right, okay.
But it's, you've got to have a bit of a laugh.
Yeah,
And
but the thing is, you can't be just like, where's he going? He's walked off the pitch. Like, you've got like an injury reporter stood there. You've got statistical reporters stood there at the sideline. You've got all sorts going on. Like, oh, why is that guy gone off the pitch? Oh, he's
It was halftime, wasn't it?
Yeah. And he was a commentator, so he's not even playing. He was a commentator. It was half time, so nothing was happening. It's like, well, I'll go for a quick shit then because I need to go. And obviously, he was a bit late back for the game. And then all of a sudden, it's like, oh, sorry, mate, I went for a wee job here. Sorry about that. And then obviously, went, well, that's you gone. See you later.
Yeah, you're out of there.
Ori says, oh my God.
I really thought it was a hand job. Sorry.
Yeah. The bathroom here. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I thought it was like part of the curriculum in Scotland to swear. Like, all right, you little bastard, sit down. Well, you got some. Open your fucking books, like. We're gonna do some fucking maths, aren't we? Right, if John's got a quarter of the highest shit weed, and he's got another quarter, and you put them together, how many have they got? How many ounces? Sorry, Scotland. I'm joking.
Yeah,
I watched Trainspotting. I watched. What's this? Mackenzie says, aha, Scottish slang. Slag?
I
Yes.
think that's a nickname.
No, I think that's what she meant for you. You're a Scottish slag. No. That is harsh. That is harsh, I think. Because jobby is better than shit, isn't it? Let's be honest. Or even poo, in honest. Jobby, I think, is quite fun. Oh, I was going for a jobby. You know?
I mean, the first words that Scottish people learn when they're born is bastard. So,
I ain't paying no fucking child maintenance. Oh, sorry.
Is that what we
Mackenzie
call
thought
it?
that was
Child
funny.
maintenance? We call it child support here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what I meant. I'm being highly offensive to Scotland. I love you, Scotland, by the way. I will enter you one day. So I'm sorry. Moving on. I have this amazing story. I found this story. It was sent. I noticed on my friend Siobhan Shaw's, who's Shane Hinton's sister, by the way. But this story is fucking phenomenal. Here is the headline: Woman walks into her own funeral to surprise of husband who paid to have her killed.
wow, that's amazing.
It's
I hope she had
amazing.
entrance music and stuff.
Here we go. It's on the Independent. It says here, Noela Rakundo sat in a car outside her home, watching as the last few mourners filed out. They were leaving a funeral. Her funeral. Finally, she spotted the man she'd been waiting for. She stepped out to her car, and her husband put his hands on his head in horror. It says. She says, "Is it my eyes?" She recalled him saying, "It is a ghost." "Surprise, I'm alive," she said. Far from being elated, the man looked terrified. 5 days ago, he had ordered a team of hitmen to kill Rakundo, his partner of 10 years, and they did. They told him they did. They got him. They even got him to pay an extra few $1,000s for carrying out the crime. Here was his wife standing before him, and in an interview with the BBC Thursday, Rakundo recalled how he touched her shoulder to find it unnervingly solid. He jumped, then he started screaming, "I'm sorry for everything," he wailed. But it carries on and says, but it was far too late for apologies. Rakundo called the police. The husband, Belenga Kalala, sorry, my bad, ultimately pleaded guilty and was sentenced to 9 years in prison for incitement to murder, according to the Australian Broadcasting Corporation. The happy ending, or as happy as to be expected to a saga in which a man tries to have his wife killed, was made possible by three unusually principled hitmen, a helpful pastor, and one incredibly gusty woman, Rakundo herself. Here's how she pulled it off. Would you like to know?
Please.
Rakundo's ordeal began almost exactly a year ago when she... This is some Kill Bill shit, this is. When she flew from her home in Melbourne with her husband, Kalala, to attend a funeral in her native Burundi. Her stepmother had died, and the service left her saddened and stressed. She retreated to a hotel in Bujumbura, the capital, early in the evening. Despondent after the events of the day, she lay down in a bed. Then her husband called. "He told me to go outside and get fresh air," she told the BBC. But the minute Rakundo stepped out of her hotel, a man charged forward, pointing a gun right at her. "Don't scream," she recalled the man saying. "If you start screaming, I will shoot you. They're going to catch me, but you'll be dead." Rakundo, terrified, did as she was told. She was ushered into a car, blindfolded, and so she couldn't see where she was being taken. After 30 or 40 minutes, the car came to a stop. Rakundo was pushed into a building and tied to a chair. Fucking hell, this is some crazy shit. She could hear voices, she told ABC. One man asked her, "You woman, what did you do for this man to pay us to kill you?" And she was like, "What are you talking about?" Rakundo demanded. Belenga they said, "Oh, your husband, by the way, he sent us to do the job." They were lying. She told them so, and they laughed. "You're a fool," they told her. There was a sound of a dial tone and a man coming through a speakerphone. It was a husband's voice. "Kill her," he said. She heard him say, "Kill her." And Rakundo fainted. God, I've got to finish this. I'm sorry. Rakundo had met her husband 11 years... oh, my God, it goes into a backstory now. Her husband 11 years earlier, right after she arrived in Australia from Burundi. According to the BBC, he was a recent refugee from the Democratic Republic of Congo. And she had some social worker... I'm going to skip this bit. Literally, it's gone back into her story. And it says, "I knew he was a violent man," Rakundo told the BBC, "but I didn't believe he could kill me, but it appeared he could."
Or he couldn't, apparently.
No, obviously he could. They weren't going to kill her, the men then explained. They didn't believe in killing women, and they knew her brother, but they would keep her husband's money and tell him that she was dead. After 2 days, they set her free on the side of the road, but not before giving her a mobile phone, recordings of her phone conversations with Kalala, and receipts of the 7,000 in Australian dollars were allegedly received in payment, according to Australia's The Age. "We just want you to go back and tell the other stupid women like you what happened," Rakundo said. She was told before the gang members drove away. That's because they had good morals. They didn't like, "Oh, we don't off broads. We ain't going to do this. I'm sorry, I can't do it." And they had a change of mind. How lucky!
A whole bunch of shit went wrong here.
Yeah.
A whole bunch. Number one, you got hitmen with ethics. They don't kill. They got ethics. But not enough ethics that they didn't take the money, because they damn sure took the money, right? And how annoying was this woman that she got them to not kill her?
I mean, all I could think of was, bitch didn't wash the dishes again.
Did he have them on speed dial?
He must have done. I mean, that's what a weird. I just it's blow my mind.
It's crazy, right? This is one of the craziest stories we've had. Like this all went over for a year. Went down for a year. This went
like Mission
insane.
Impossible type shit, right? Like she's driven away. She's going into some warehouse. She's blindfolded. She hears voices and steps. But then these guys have a heart, and they decided to retract. But we're going to keep the bitcoins, or we're going to keep the money, and we're just going to give you. And we give you a cell phone.
They should have gone and killed him.
Yeah. So he's at a funeral. Everybody walks out. She shows her face, and in 9 years, is 9 years enough for putting out a hit on somebody?
I don't think. I think conspiracy to murder is like a big thing in America, isn't it? It's almost as much as murder. You get like
right. It's almost the same.
Yeah. Ori is saying here, "I feel I need to set up a reverse knockoff business." Some of these stories are sending Ori down a real bad path. Ori, I'm sorry for being a bad influence on you.
Yeah, you're responsible for that.
Make sure you check out Ori's Facebook group, by the way, which is fantastic. It's Geeky Revenge. That's right, isn't it? Geeky Revenge. I'm pretty sure that's right. I'm in there every day.
Geeky Vengeance.
Geeky Vengeance.
Yeah. Geeky Vengeance. Yeah.
Changed
it recently. But I just think that's absolutely mental. You'd be sat there and she'd be like, "She didn't do the ironing again, or she didn't clean the house again. I'm going to knock this bitch off on my days." But if I was her, I would have come back to that funeral, entrance music, pyro, the lot. I would have gone all out. I would have gone all out for that. I would just be like, "Yeah, you fucking failed, didn't you, asshole?"
So maybe she went to give him a jobby when he really wanted to go take a jobby. Maybe that's what it is.
Kurt for the win. That was awesome. Fantastic.
Let's end the show now. That's enough to top
That's
that now.
Perfect.
End the show now.
I love that a lot. It's one of the best stories we've ever covered. I hope there's going to be more onto this. That's a film right there. That's a Netflix special.
Yes.
Right there. And that, by the way, that was codenamed Guess Who. The next story is simply named Florida. And Kurt, you brought this story. What's going on here?
Well, first of all, Florida, we can't get it right in Florida. A naked Florida man stole what news footage showed to be a marked police vehicle and crashed it into a wooded area, officials said. Joshua Shanker, 22, was arrested after Thursday's crash on charges including theft of a motor vehicle, aggravated battery on a law enforcement officer, depriving an officer of means of communication or protection, and resisting an officer without violence, according to Jacksonville's Sheriff's Office report. Officers responded to reports of a naked man running along Interstate 10 in western Jacksonville shortly before noon on Thursday. Shanker was lying in the roadway when an officer stopped on the opposite side of the route, the report said. Shanker then ran across the highway lanes towards the officer, officials said. The redacted report didn't say how Shanker stole the vehicle. Authorities confirmed only that a vehicle belonging to the city of Jacksonville was stolen. First Coast News footage of the scene showed the crashed vehicle and the marked patrol car. According to the police report, about $10,000 worth of damage was done to the vehicle. Officers noted Shanker had road rash after the crash, and he has been taken to a hospital to be checked out. Shanker was being held on $4,011 bail. Jail records didn't list an attorney for him. So he ran across the highway naked, got road rash, should have had a chastity thing on his, member, and he stole a police car and crashed it. He did $10,000 worth of damage, and he's being held on $4,011 bail. Not $4,000, but $4,011 bail.
That's important.
TS, what do you say?
I don't. Why was he naked?
Because why the fuck not? Why the fuck not?
It's Florida, TS. It's Florida. We can't vote properly, and we can't contain coronavirus. So,
I mean, I know Jacksonville's always quite hot down there, isn't it? A lot of the time. So I imagine it's just like, want to cool off somewhat. Like, I'll go and play in the road for a bit. I'll steal a car. Why not? Because. Let's just steal a car. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he hit his member. Maybe I don't know. I don't know how he would have crashed the car, but that's just insane. And then where's the extra $11 come from?
I don't know. Let's start a fund. Let's give him the $11.
All I can say,
I'm going to
let's start a crowdfund just for the $11.
I'm going to start.
That's it.
I got some 20s and some ones. We can do this.
Hold on, what have I got?
What you got, Alex?
I got a fiver. I can put towards.
See, we
there
can
you
do
go.
some things.
Mr. Winston Churchill right there on the fiver. There we go.
Pound coin.
There you go.
Sorted.
But then after the conversion, it might not make. I don't. You got to carry the one and do all that.
I think a pound's about $11, isn't it? I'm joking. No, I think these stories have got something in common, and the thing is that we can all agree on is that COVID has sent people batshit crazy. You got guys locking their dicks up in cages. You got guys trying to off their wives after what would that be, like 2 months of fucking lockdown? You got guys getting naked and being like, do you know what? Fuck the world, stealing police cars, causing damage. We got fucking the BBC going all fucking power crazy with the old the words for shit that you can use on TV. Like COVID, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah. Just chalk it up.
Yeah, fucking assholes. Right, I've got one more story. Okay, I can either do. No, we're going to do Science with Alex because we didn't do it last week. We'll go into this quickly and then we're going to get into the Gauntlet, okay? Oh. Here is the best part of the show. Science with Alex.
Grab your thinking caps. It's time for the most popular radio segment on the face of the planet. Welcome to Science with Alex. Hit it. He loves China. He's not a racist. He likes turtles. Only on the USUK Weekly Bazaar.
Now, copyright strike me for that, bitches. I dare you. Andy Imhoff made me that. I know. I'll be like, but Andy said. Okay, so this is the segment where I switch. I am going to buy a lab jacket one day and some glasses just to stereotype a scientist. I know some pretty fucking cool scientists. Shane Chebsey being one of them. He don't look like a scientist, but I'm going to buy a lab coat and some glasses so I can switch into him and be like, "It's Professor Alex Whiteley to bring you some science." Now, of course, one of the biggest things that people have been talking about is all uber billionaires, and one of them is Elon Musk. Elon Musk is the richest man on the planet, and compared to Bezos, at least he's playing with money in such a fucking cool way, blowing shit up. This is my story, first story for Science with Alex. Now we all know Elon Musk is making a Starship, which is one of the sexiest things I've ever seen to come out of science. Starship, man, we're going to build him in Starship, but they can't get him to take off. And this story is about another SpaceX spaceship that just blew up in a humongous explosion. And there's a video, if I'm going to be able to play it. I can try.
I mean,
but let's just see.
Risk?
Oh, I'm going to take the risk, I'm doing it. I'm going to do it. It might not work though. So let's just cross your fingers, all right? Pray to the Twitter gods.
Do it, Alex.
Okay. Here we go.
You got this.
Listen to one engine for the landing burn.
Whoa. Oh, damn, son.
Fuck. That's
Nice.
pretty. I hope everyone was okay, by the way, in that, because that was fucking huge.
Yeah, it was.
And that's what happens when a starship explodes on the ground.
What is exactly a stash? I don't. So space stuff really goes over my head. So you're gonna have to.
They send rockets up into space. Normally, they're normal rockets. This is a thing that's like 4 times the size. So it says here, the Mammoth rocket blasted off just after 3:30 p.m. Eastern Time, rising to approximately 10 kilometers before rotating and belly flopping maneuver for its descent, and then finally coming down hard and blowing up in a humongous fireball. The ultra-ambitious spacecraft is intended as a multi-purpose vehicle to bring humanity off planet by ferrying cargo and passengers into Earth's orbit, the Moon, and even one day Mars. But so far, the company has struggled to build a prototype that doesn't explode when trying to land in. So we need to go back to the drawing board, don't we, Elon? I mean, fair play. It's ambitious, and I like that. It's sexy. It's sexy science, right? That's the kind of science I like to see. In December, its SN8 model launched in a brief flight, very similar to today's, and also, like today's launch, was obliterated in a huge explosion. Rocketry is a challenging business. Way back in 2019, SpaceX's Crew Dragon capsule exploded during a test. Though that vehicle has now been completed and has flown numerous astronauts to and from the International Space Station. So they'll get it right. It's just how much is Elon going to have to keep forking out for this? And can someone please let us know if we're still on Facebook, by the way? Because I need to... I'm worried about that. And always like, big boom. Yes. That was
That's like $100 million just blowing up into the ground.
Oh.
What is he worth? Like 100 billion, 200 billion, I think.
Yeah, that's the whole fucking mountain that's Smaug protected in The Hobbit. That's what that is.
I mean, he wants to make it inhabitable up in space, right? So surely he'd have to make the rocket obviously be able to fucking take off properly and everyone to live on and whatnot. But then you've got to make the moon inhabitable if that's what they want to do. So they've got to work that out. We've got to put a big fucking dome on it or something. And then he wants to do Mars as well. He'll be dead before he even makes the fucking rocket properly. I don't know. It's just it's crazy to me, man. I mean, it's amazing, and I think it's wonderful that he wants to try and get off the Earth. But is he going to make it before he gets too old?
I've got it. I looked him up. He's got 7 children. He's trying to get them the hell off this Earth. Is what he's trying to do. He's trying to get rid of those 7 children. He's got 7 children and 2 ex-wives. So that's what he's trying to do. Send them all the way.
Again. COVID. He's like, fuck this shit. I'm going that way.
I'll keep my happy ass right here on Earth.
Yeah, same.
Because I don't know if you guys know it, I look a little different than you. Us black folks, we don't like to go up there too often, so we like to stay right here on Earth with our feet on the ground.
I'd like to stay with you, if that's all right.
We'll make you an honorary brother.
Thank you, man. Appreciate that.
I don't know, man. The first opportunity I get to leave the UK for any extended amount of time, I'm going. I'm sorry, I've had a fucking enough. Enough of your shit, UK. I'll put up with you for 34 years. Let's go and try something different. I'm telling you, man. I just like to. Although the shoes with biscuit, man, I love my shoes with biscuits. So that'd be hard to leave behind. And Ori agrees with us. That's some expensive fireworks. She says, sings Butterfly in the Sky. I can't go that high. Yeah, but the thing is, right, Bezos is kind of retired on, what was it, 89 billion or whatever he's earned. And he's going to Scrooge McDuck that, isn't he? He's going to be just like swimming in gold coins. Whereas Elon Musk is kind of like, I'm going to blow shit up, guys. Watch this. I love Elon Musk. Keep it going, man. Keep it going. Keep doing that shit.
He's not even 50. He's a young guy still.
Yeah. Yeah, and he's fucking awesome as well. Just accidentally turn my TV on.
Uh-oh.
Fuck did that. Ryan says earlier from that story, I accidentally pressed that as well. Alex has the money. You get with the knockoff cash registry from registered toy from the dollar store. Yeah, I'm broke.
Yeah,
Fuck,
do.
what can I say? Yeah, I do. Yeah. Next story for Science with Alex is this one here, where everybody but Elon is going to Mars. NASA's Perseverance, China's Tianwen-1, and UAE's Hope reach Mars this month. And I've labeled this one Mars Bar Party. If you know what Mars Bar Party is, high five to you in the comments if you know what Mars Bar Party is. No, everyone's going to Mars, man. There's something going on with Mars that we're not quite understanding. There's a rush to get to Mars. There's a race there. And I don't know if it's so someone can rock up there and be like, right, this is ours now. Off you fuck. Like, this is, we own this. Yeah, it's Gulatsky. Goodbye. See you later. It's ours now. I don't know what's going on, but it's fascinating either way.
Do you reckon it's inhabited? Do you reckon something lives there? Do you reckon something lives there?
I don't know. I've lost the story, though. That's why I was trying to stall.
Great
I lost
start.
the story. It disappeared.
I have a feeling, because if they're really trying to get there that quickly, there's got to be something else other than us. Surely. That's why they're trying to get out there. Do you reckon?
I think if they find resources on another planet, say they find a planet full of oil or all sorts of things, then they don't have to worry about fucking global fucking warming and shit. They can go do shit over there as well, don't they? You know what I mean? Imagine if Shell found a planet full of oil. You know? I'm looking for the story again. No, the orgy one, we can't tell. There we go. I found the story. Fucking hell. We are running out of time, so I'll be quick with this. 3 missions to Mars have been sent in the last 7 months, hurtling through space. In February, they arrive. July 2020 was a huge month for Mars, taking advantage of its nearby position in orbit. 3 missions departed the Earth on a 7-month journey to the Red Planet. Now, those spacecraft, NASA's Perseverance rover, the Chinese Space Agency, Tianwen-1, and the United Arab Emirates Hope, are arriving at their destination. They're poised to uncover the secrets of our celestial neighbour hides in its atmosphere and barren plains, and may even recall relics of ancient life on the planet's surface. Although all 3 spacecraft will make it to orbit around Mars this month, NASA's Perseverance, or Percy, gets to take centre stage. It will be the only mission to land on the surface this month, with an expected arrival date of February the 18th. Perseverance builds on an impressive history of interplanetary exploration, and with its sibling rover Curiosity coming up on 9 years on Mars, delivering breathtaking photos. I follow the Mars rover, by the way, on Twitter, and it's fucking phenomenal. He's such a dude. Some of the pictures and amazing things that you see on there. Love it. Love all this shit. It's crazy. So keep doing it, guys. Keep spending all these hundreds of billions of dollars because Alex wants some more space pics, you know? Yeah. So that's what we're doing with the world in science. Yeah.
Science.
Science. I did have an orgy story, but we'll have to save that if we've got space at the end. Now, it's an important time of this show. So we're going to switch it all onto you now, Kurt.
Oh, no.
In the best part of this show, the only reason we come here, really, fuck all the news, because we're here to play the Gauntlet.
All right.
Mysterious music. I had really nice music, but we got fucking copyright written for it. So just imagine really cool, sexy music. My son's making me some. Ori called me a nerd.
You want some music? I've got music.
There you go.
Yeah.
Let's get you some music. And I've got some stuff that's not copywritten, so don't worry about it.
Yeah, send me some music, man.
You ready? I got something somewhere. I don't know.
We had some, like, it was like Halo type. Kurt, we'll have a chat after this. You'll have to send me some files.
Absolutely.
I want something like Halo, something that people can salute when they listen
Well,
to music.
Ryan Berger's just come up and said that there's always time for an orgy.
Always time for an orgy. Only if there's 6 of you. It was the best tagline, by the way. It said, rule of 6 inches minimum.
Nice.
All right.
Nice.
All right, anyway.
Oh, that's the wrong one. But keep it going.
Right, okay.
Here we go.
Okay, here we go.
Oh. Yeah.
Let's get into the Gauntlet.
Oh. Baby.
Down.
If you need a jobby, go get your jobby first.
Jobby out.
The Gauntlet, starring Kurt Cross from Washington, D.C. live.
Oh, yeah.
That was amazing.
Starring our guest, Mr. Kurt Cross. Right,
You
okay.
won't get in trouble for that one.
Fantastic. If you could send me that and I can use it, I will orally suck your dick for about 6 weeks, sir. I'll be like, do you know who sent this? It was Kurt Cross. He was amazing.
Are you going to use the app to lock me up? Give me my passcode.
Okay, here we go. So we have got 3 games for you to play just to test your skills beyond the microphone, sir. And the first one is a fun game that we like to play called the Inanimate Object Round. We're going to give you an object to talk about non-stop for a whole minute. Now, some people tend to do, they can tell a story. A fictional story, you can describe how it was made, the history of it, whatever. You just cannot stop talking for a whole minute. Yes, you're my timekeeper. You got it ready?
Ready to go. Ready to go.
Are you ready for your object? TS will start the clock as soon as you start talking. Okay?
Lay it on me, Alex.
Here we go. Here's your object.
So what we have here is we have some nail clippers. Now, if you have big nails and big, thick, ugly, nasty nails, you can't use that nail clipper. You need to get like a hacksaw or something. You need to go to one of them places where they give you a manicure and a pedicure. They can't use that's like the consumer grade nail clipper right there. If you got them big, I've been to the beach and I see some ladies take their shoes off. They need to put their shoes back on because that ain't gonna work with them. They got these big, nasty, old donkey feet, and they need to get I don't know what you gotta get, like a cheese grater, or you gotta get like one of them. What is it? A steel? Like what do I have? I have it over there in my garage. One of them chainsaw to get them feet. Now I can use that. You can look at my nail. You can't see my nails because they got this picture on the screen. But if you can see my nails right now, I'm showing them to the screen. Alex doesn't want to show my nails. He's jealous of my nails. I think that's what. See, my nails, you can use one of those. And my wife bought me that one. Oh no, where? My wife bought me that one. That was an anniversary gift, by the way. Well,
Yes.
That's it.
Why? There he is. Right. That was fantastic. I love it so
brilliant.
much.
Absolutely brilliant.
I'm keeping the orgy story alive just in case for later. Okay, here we go. Fucking hell, I've got so much shit open. Audacity too. I haven't used Audacity in ages. LinkedIn. Fuck's sake. Okay, I need to get the questions because we now have the speed round for you, sir. This is where we have, for fuck's sake, we have 50 questions for you to go through in 2 minutes. It's impossible. Can't be done. Never has been done. Probably will never be done. But we're going to do them for you anyway. I have a number generator. I'm always really bad at this because it's quite hard. It's quite fiddly.
Just make up the numbers in your head.
My wife said that. Why can't you just come up with random numbers? But I know where all the juicy questions are. See, so I could fuck that up, and we'll have to make things official. But here we go. I'm going to share the screen. You'll have the questions. You answer as many as you can in 2 minutes.
Sure.
Okay. Here we go. Your first question is number 14, which is, what's your poison? What do you like to drink?
What do I like to drink? Grand Marnier.
Nice. Oh. 15. What was your first car?
Ford Escort station wagon. Great. 1984.
19. Your favorite stand-up comic?
Eddie Murphy.
Fucking select the bastard
Great.
thing.
It's a great show.
38. Your best Disney movie ever?
Aladdin.
Oh, yes.
Good choice. Favorite scary movie?
Oh, geez. Favorite
That's
scary
hard, that
movie?
one is.
Friday the 13th.
Friday the 13th. Good choice. Your favorite feature?
My Family.
Nice.
Oh, okay. We'll have that. Okay. Yeah.
Great answer.
Yeah. The first cartoon that springs to mind
Tom
right now.
and Jerry.
11. Your favorite turtle?
The Maryland Terrapin is their mascot for the basketball team, all the athletics at the University of Maryland College.
I did mean Teenage Mutant Ninja
No.
Turtle.
Have it. Let's take it. Let's take it.
Let's have that. That's
Yeah.
an educated answer. We'll have that. 35. One guilty music pleasure.
Ooh, one guilty music pleasure. Latin jazz.
Oh.
Nice.
Jedi,
Sith
Jedi,
or-
Jedi.
Jedi. Fucking thing. You got to double click it to get it to go. If someone can think of a better way I can do this, by the way, hit me
You're
up.
killing my 2 minutes.
Yeah.
One thing you're proud of.
Proud of what I've accomplished in my business, coming from not poverty, but coming from low income to where I am today.
Nice. Your favorite dish to cook?
Macaroni and cheese.
Yeah, boy. I love that. 17. Your first cinema memory?
Ooh, Daryl Hannah, Splash. She was half naked in that movie.
Nice.
And I was a kid.
Trek or
Star Wars.
Okay. 21 is, what's your dream car?
The one I'm driving right now because it's paid off and I don't have a payment. I don't believe in debt.
Nickelodeon or Cartoon Network?
Nickelodeon.
Yeah, cool. 36
Time.
is,
Time.
what would have been your best board game ever, out of curiosity?
My best board game ever would be Life, the game of life.
I always used to win at that game, by the way. We've lost listeners since I've been doing that. We need to find a better way to do that, because people are like, well, can't watch this fucking this this clumsy fucker trying to play this game anymore. Off we go. Got to go find better things to do. We need to find a better way to randomize that. We will, though. We will. Okay, I love this part. This is my favorite part of the game, and this is the what the fuck round. What we do is we will get you to describe. We'll get you to describe 10 pictures to TS. He can't see the pictures, and you're not allowed to tell him what they actually are. You have to describe them to him. Okay?
Sure.
I'm going to share the screen. We usually throw them up
Kurt.
here.
I got you, Kurt. Don't worry, I got you.
TS, we're a team. Remember, you're honorary brother now.
I am. I don't you worry. I won't let you down.
Can you see that okay? Can you see
Yes.
the pic? Yeah, right, okay. There are 10 there. You can go across the board in any direction you want to.
Okay.
Have you got the timer ready, TS? Or do you want me to do it?
It's 2 minutes, yeah?
2 minutes.
Right, I got it.
Right,
Yeah,
start the
right,
clock as soon as Kurt starts talking.
Will do.
Let's go. Yippee-ki-yay, the movie.
Die Hard.
All right,
Yes.
white rapper from Detroit.
Eminem?
Yes, wrestler who's got the beard. He's one of the original wrestlers. Mania.
Hogan?
Yes. The Spy Who Loved Me, 007.
James Bond?
Yes. I just talked about this for a minute. Women with nasty toes use this.
Nail clippers?
I forgot to take it out, sorry.
A football team that plays in Pennsylvania, not the Eagles.
Pittsburgh Steelers?
All right. There's this building. I think that building is in Australia somewhere, but I don't know what it's called.
Sydney Opera House?
Probably
Yeah.
that, yes. If you see something and you're not supposed to go in there and it says, that's a what?
Oh God.
What does it read? It says, danger, you shouldn't eat this. Like it tells you shouldn't eat. So I don't know what that is. I can't see that map right there, but is it the former?
Can you see the name of the person it's supposed to be? Can you see who that is?
I have no idea who that is. Oh, that's
Okay.
the guy. Isn't that guy from MTV?
Yeah.
The dude from MTV that does all the crazy shit.
Johnny Knoxville?
Yeah, that's probably him right there. Yeah. All right. I have no idea what that is. It looks like red bricks, and I don't know.
We'll move on. We'll move on to one you do know.
All right. I guess this is some sort of cartoon. It rides with Bastardly.
Oh, Dick Dastardly and Muttley.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
One more. Oh, the two more to go.
All right. That one, the former USSR. Can I say that?
Russia?
Yes.
Yeah. And one more.
All right. They had that van, that mystery van that would go around and solve crimes. It's a cartoon.
Oh,
with a dog.
Scooby-Doo.
Yes.
Yes.
Boom.
Right. I'm going to let you have that as a whole 10 because that one was really difficult to write. Turn around, TS. This is the one. This was really popular in the UK when I was a kid. They're fingerboards. The little skateboards.
Fingerboards. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know what that is. I'm sorry.
No,
good.
that's absolutely fine. But you did amazing. Well done, Kurt. Well done. That was
Thank you,
fantastic. Well
10
done.
out of 10.
Yeah. Ryan says everybody's else's audio gone out. He wants to give me a heart attack. I think that's what it is. He's like, fuck that Whiteley guy and his issues. No, I'm joking. I love you, Ryan. Yeah. Kurt, I'd love to talk to you about your show. Would you like, or your shows?
Yeah.
Tell us about your career, your podcast career, and what it is you work on.
Well, the podcast, I produce several podcasts. One's called The Midnight Truck Stop. One is called The Whole 5/5 Podcast. A few that I'm, that are a little bit bigger are Take a T.O. with Turner and O'Neill. It's a sports podcast based here in the Washington, D.C. area. One of the coaches who is here with me usually in the studio, he coaches Team USA basketball and one of our local teams, and another coach coaches Under Armour lacrosse, the senior games. So we do that. We podcast that every week. It drops on Thursdays, wherever you listen to podcasts, Spotify, iHeart, all that good stuff. Another one, it's called Cross Talk, the Curtis and Paula Show. That's me and my wife. We produce that podcast. We talk about life, love, relationships, parenthood, all that good stuff. People tend to love that one. And then the newest podcast will be Cross Talk Conversations with Curtis. That's me. And I figure since Larry King has passed on, he has yielded his space to me. So I'll take over the mic and I'll have some good content for folks. And all that stuff can be heard. Just research Curtis and Paula. You'll find us. Turner and O'Neill, you'll find us. But wherever you consume your podcast is where you'll hear our stuff. Like I said, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, wherever. It's on Facebook. It's Twitter, Instagram. You'll find us.
You see, I love you, Curtis, because you're hungry like we are.
There you go.
USUK is kind of like, we have this idea where we want to create a show for different things, right?
Right.
So we got USUK Chronicles and What's the Difference and all these different shows that we do. This one, because we want to capture different markets, and that's what you've got with the sports, the family thing, the talk show, all this sort of stuff that you've got going on. It kind of covers all kind of aspects of culture, and I like that. That's awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So what's it like podcasting with your wife?
Oh, it's awesome. We usually don't have too much of a script. She sits here, I sit here, and we just talk about life and the funny shit that we go through, the things that we talk about. We try to center people back to, life is short. You got to have fun, right? You
Absolutely.
Gotta not take yourself too seriously. But we've that one's a newer one. We've put out 4 or 5 episodes. It's getting great reviews. People love it. So, it's awesome. I see her through a different set of eyes when we podcast, and I like what I see.
That's amazing, man. I feel like I don't have a partner, unfortunately, but if I did, I'd probably be like, you fucking what? That bloody fuck I hate. Oh my God.
Well, we're just starting out, so give us time. We might get there.
I could just imagine if I did a podcast with my wife. I've been trying for a while, by the way, to get my wife behind the microphone because she's awesome, right? We get on really well. But like the days when I'm pissing her off, I could just imagine her with a notebook going,
taking
notes.
Content.
You fucking having it next week. You are on the show.
Well, we had a Facebook show called The Curtis and Paula Show, and it was a video show. And we would take people around with us, and we would run our errands and do whatever. And everyone told us to put it in podcast format. So now we're officially there. And We love it. I think it's bringing out. She's a school teacher, but she does not like the spotlight. So I think that with this podcast, people are seeing her a little bit differently, and they're liking what they're hearing. So,
Oh, mate, I'm definitely down. I'm going to check that bad boy out. Absolutely.
please do.
And when you're talking about sports, is it important to try and remain as impartial as possible, or
Well,
is
because we're not. Well, I actually broadcast as well, but I'm impartial when I do that. On our show, we do have our favorites. We are basketball, football, baseball heavy, but we do cover lacrosse. We're going to cover some soccer coming up. But we're Washington football team folks here. Yes, that was for you. I'm a Redskins fan. But we got a Super Bowl coming up, and I made a bold prediction, 38-17 Kansas City. Alex, do you agree or disagree? I think you've got some paraphernalia there, don't you?
I do. Oh yeah, I want to show you my snack helmet. This is the thing that everybody's talking about in the UK, by the way. I think these are things you guys have had in America for a while. It's just a helmet that the lid comes off, and you dump your Cheezos in there, whatever it is you put in there, and you put like a thing there. People have resprayed them and stuff, but they came with stickers, so I just did the teams that were in the
So you ate all of the snacks because it's empty.
Yeah. There's some people that have really gone to town with sort of decorating theirs. They've bought expensive paint and properly made them look like real helmets. They're quite cool. But like the NFL groups in the UK are getting so fucking fed up with these things now. There was a guy that went through the whole group and was like, any snack helmet talk is going to get a picture of this guy. And there's a picture of Aaron Rodgers just like, and he did. He went through all the posts and just pictures of Aaron Rodgers on all these pictures on
Alex,
his post.
Who's winning the Super Bowl, Alex?
Okay. I made a prediction that the Chiefs are going to go ahead so far that I think the Bucks are going to try and catch up but just lose out by 10 points. So I don't know the score, but I know that the Bucks are going to lose by 10 points despite the effort.
Does Brady ride off into the sunset, or is he coming back to play more?
No, I think he ends it.
Really?
So my prediction is I think that the Bucks are. I want the Chiefs to win, but I think the Bucks will win. I think the Bucks will win. Brady will do a massive fuck you to the Patriots, and he'll ride up into the sunset. He'll be like, "Hey Bill, why don't you suck on that, mate? See you later."
Facebook user, I don't know who that is. Sometimes it does that. I'm very sorry, but it says Kansas City. Yeah, I feel I kind of like. I'd like. We're going to get loads of people switch off now, but I kind of like Brady to do it because the way I keep comparing this to, if you like Formula One, if you have done for years, is if Michael Schumacher got out of his Ferrari and started driving for Minardi and then won the season. It's my wife. All right, wife, how's it going? I love you. And that's it, right? We talk about Super Bowl. She's staying up. Right, she goes to bed early usually, so she's like, we're well up for it. We got our hickory stuff. Oh man, where's my pictures from my hickories? We bought a box of food, £70 worth of food in. I bought a flag. Flag's coming tomorrow that I can wear around my shoulders. We're going all out, man. We're going to really enjoy it. And she's going Kansas. I'm going Bucks.
All right.
That'd be interesting.
A divided home this weekend.
Yeah, I think it'll be close. I think it'll be very close. Probably about 28-24, I think, to the Buccaneers. I think Kansas City will massively trail but won't be able to make it back. Brady will win. Fuck you, the Patriots. Pass the torch. See you later. That's my prediction.
Later. Off into the sunset.
Yeah.
I kind of like Brady to do it.
And then he retires and goes somewhere to a beach with his family, and that's it. You hear from him once a year on Instagram. That's it.
I mean, I'm new to this sport, right? And I see all the hate that Brady gets, and I get it. I understand it. I'm a guy that hated United over here with English football for years. Michael Schumacher won season after season after season for the Formula One, and he was hated for that. People hate people that win, right? It's just normal. But to do it in a lesser team in the way that he's probably maybe doing is just pretty fucking baller. I love that.
Well, he bet on himself, and guess what? He's in the Super Bowl again.
Yeah.
Or he says, I'm predicting snacks. Yes, there will be snacks. TS, this is a controversial question, actually, that people are asking in the UK. Are you going BBC or Sky or NFL?
So I would like to go for the BBC because Osia Manura and Jason Bell present over in the BBC, and they are just the greatest duo ever. They are so funny. They are. I know they're former Giants players, but my days, they are hilarious. Sky, I find the presenters really boring in the UK. They're just really like, yeah, so that was great, and here comes another play. Oh, look what he did there, wonderful. Yeah, so I think I'm going to go for the NFL Game Pass and watch it on the network.
Yeah,
watch the American style.
I'm going to illegally stream it. It sounds really bad, right? But I don't because I think the adverts during Super Bowl are fucking legendary. They're the best. That's what a lot of people tune in for, is the adverts, right? Super Bowl adverts, and we're not going to get that in the UK. So,
send me an email. Maybe I got a password to my Hulu or something. You can watch it.
Oh, Kurt, do you know what? I'm going to love you. He's going to send me music.
That is amazing. And also, the network is actually 99p over here for the weekend, so just get that as well.
Yes.
Oh,
really? Oh.
Well, obviously, Kurt's got you, but, just saying.
And my wife, I think it's my wife. I hope it's my wife. I'm not calling some strange guy. My wife, I love you, darling, says everyone loves an underdog. But is Mahomes an underdog?
No, I was going to say, everyone's cheering for Brady then, don't they? Because Mahomes is going to be future Hall of Famer. If he stays fit, right, it's going to be a hell of a game.
He's fantastic.
Yeah.
Right. Look, Kurt, did you want to add on to this before we start? Give you a final send off with a.
No. I appreciate the time. Hope people tune into my podcast. Hope I didn't bring this podcast down too much.
No, you are fucking amazing. Guys, please make sure you check out. This is some of Kurt's artwork, which is phenomenal. I love that picture, by the way. It's
Thank
awesome.
You, sir.
Crosstalk there.
And there's my lovely wife, Paula.
Amazing.
Hey.
And that's their sexy, showing off his sexy Rodecaster Pro. Really cool. So,
sorry.
Yeah. Right, TS, do you want to do some USUK Chronicles jobbies?
Yeah, so obviously, that's absolutely fine. Let's just do the USUK Chronicles shit, shall we? So this week, obviously, was the Chronicles of Georgia Smith, the daughter of the British Bulldog. That was an unbelievable conversation we had with her. She was so lovely to talk to. We talked all about her dad's legacy. Everything's just got coming up on the WWE Network. And we're one of the last podcasts that she could ever do. So that would be interesting. And tonight we announced the Chronicles of MJ Dixon. MJ is a guy who owns his own horror slasher movie company here in the UK. Very low budget movies, but he's made a massive universe out of it. The guy is hilarious. I'm so excited to get this interview out. We had so much fun talking to him, all about his movies, his band, how he got started in filmmaking. It's just, I absolutely highly recommend that you come check out USUK Chronicles with MJ Dixon Wednesday night at 6 p.m. next week. All right.
You see that, guys, the guys that are still watching, you see that the passion, the excitement, and the joy that's just come out of TS is exactly why we do what we do. Honestly, that was beautiful. Also, mate, there's still time to check out whether it's on YouTube, whether it's on our website. There is still time to check out Ed Curry, our interview with the creator of the Carolina Reaper, the hottest chili in the world. Is in the Guinness Book of Records. The Hot Ones, the show on YouTube, and what have you. They buy the sauce off him. He makes sauces all around the world. He is the fucking don when it comes to hot chili peppers. He's sending us out some seeds and some peppers and stuff to do. So that's going to be funny. But yeah, make sure you check that out. There are a couple more comments before we get out of here. Facebook user says, it's grey. Lol. Call me whatever you want, Al. I'm still not blowing you no matter how much you beg me in the DMs. I love you, Mr. Arnold. I love you.
Phenomenal.
He says she's fangirling too. And Ryan Berg says the only thing that brings down the show is the randomizer.
Ooh.
Yeah, my randomizer.
Shots.
Okie dokie. Right, this has been the Weekly Bizarre. Thank you so much for joining us. I've been Alex Whiteley.
I've been TS.
I am Kurt Cross.
And we love you guys. Make sure you catch us next week. Thank you.